Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Do you remember a long time ago when Gypsy first had the baby and how we were saying we don't get how nobody's taken a picture of them out and about doctor's office or, shopping or something like that? Watch this.
What is it? Somebody DM'd me that they saw us. Somebody took pictures of me in the parking lot of the hospital with the car seat when I came around it. So it's out. Or will be out very soon. I want to protect Aurora from as much nonsense as I can. Like, the gossip and rumors don't affect.
So now I don't know if they squeezed that into the show afterwards or if this really happened. Because for some reason, when Gypsy hands Ken the phone, she's got this smirk on her face. Like, here you go, haters. Somebody got a picture of us. It's in the show. I don't clap back because the show can clap back for me. Right? I know this Lifetime show is filling in a lot of holes because they're checking stuff online and they're saying, well, the show is missing this that everybody's talking about, or the show is missing that everybody's talking about. We have to find a way to put it in. Now, I wouldn't doubt it for a second because they need this in order to make the show more watchable. I don't have any other word for it. More watchable. Because nobody's watching the damn thing. It's so boring. Well, we got one episode left and then it's done. And I can't wait. Because that's when all the shit will hit the fan. Trust me. When this show is done, that's when people are going to come out and start talking truth. Because there's no more NDA. There's no more being paid to be silent. Unless Gypsy was paying them out of her own pocket. Which you never know. Now, another thing is, I was talking about Deedee and how her mother did pretty much the same with her as Deedee did with Gypsy when it came to, like, I don't know if her mother was actually malingering or if her mother actually did have Munchausen. Or she could have been a little bit of a hypochondriac, which is somebody who's always thinking they're sick no matter what nobody says. But she's doing it with Deedee instead of herself. It's kind of like Munchausen, except she's not actually making Deedee sick. She's just saying she's sick. So I've had this clip. Watch this.
Gypsy, what mom did to her.
When Deedee was born, my mom said that she came along with all these sicknesses, heart murmur and stuff like that.
My mom would always make us go play outside, and it was like, oh, well, your sister's not feeling good. Your sister's got an upset stomach. She's got a headache. Y'all go play outside. Be quiet. Leave her alone, As she got older, Deedee couldn't get excited. Deedee couldn't jump around. She couldn't play outside. She couldn't overheat herself.
She was not allowed to assist with chores. If Deedee didn't want to do it, well, then she didn't have to because the heart murmur. It was used like a crutch for a long time.
So now this is Deedee's brothers and sisters coming forward and saying, well, their mother used to treat Deedee back when she was a little kid. She was an umbrella parent. She was a helicopter parent. You name it, she was it. I don't think she would let Deedee out of her sight for 1 second. And I know us mothers, when we know that child that we just had is going to be it. That's it. That's going to be the youngest of your family. You tend to dote on them just a little bit more because it's your baby. And it's always going to be your baby if it's the last one. Right? But I think her mother took it a little too far. I mean, there's coddling your youngest and spoiling them a little bit. But then there's another thing when you're wrapping them in bubble wrap and not letting them experience the world the way normal children would. You know what I mean? So when it comes to Deedee's mom, I'm not going to diagnose her because I don't know her. I don't know her situation back then. I'm only going by what Deedee's brothers and sisters are saying. But it looks like from the outside looking in that Deedee's mother had these issues as well. The same as Deedee. Now, Gypsy actually had something that Deedee can say she needed treatment for. So her microdeletion, she needed treatment for this thing, There's a lot of side effects. There's a lot of medication she probably needed in her early years, because it can caused her to wither away to nothing, because that's what the feeding tube was for, because she wouldn't eat. She had either that or she had a hard time digesting her food. You know what I mean? There's always a medical treatment for these things. So if that was the case, then Deedee had a right to the medical part of what she had done to Gypsy. You know what I mean? Now, Gypsy, I know, elaborated on everything that happened to her. I mean, she even stuck in, 200 more things to make it look good. But Deedee just used what Gypsy had in order to get funds. I'm not gonna pussyfoot around it. She did what she did to get funds, and to make a living a little better than what she probably could have on her own, seeing that, Gypsy's dad wasn't putting in no money. He wasn't sending Deedee no money for Gypsy at all. He wasn't even taking Gypsy every second weekend, to spend time with her, to, be a dad. Nothing. And yet Gypsy idolizes him. Figure that one out. So she knows her dad didn't really want a child. That he only married Deedee because she got pregnant. So he thought it was the best thing to do at that time. Even in the early 80s, we still had that mentality that men would step up to the plate if a woman got pregnant, right? Maybe not 100% of the time, so don't get me wrong, but that mentality was still kind of there. Nowadays, nobody cares, right? So, in order for her to give Gypsy a life that she wanted to give her, the Disneyland trips and the costumes and the fairy princess beds and, all this stuff, even the little pink house, was all for Gypsy, more or less. I don't think it was for Deedee. Because whenever they went somewhere, you always see Deedee in the background taking pictures. And, she was always making sure Gypsy was comfortable and stuff. So she went as a caregiver and mom. She didn't go because she was enjoying the trip too. I'm sure she didn't get on those rides with Gypsy, right? So, I don't know, guys. I think Deedee was kind of taught motherhood from her own mother, and she did the best she could with it. She could have done better, yes. Of course. I don't think there is a perfect mom out there, me included. Nobody. But we try our best for our kids. Good moms do anyway. Other moms, well, they're usually narcissistic psychopaths. Can you think of anybody? I can. Let's just hope there's no baby. I'd rather think there's no baby than to think there's a baby with her. Know what I mean? Anyway, guys, that's my video for this afternoon. Please like and subscribe. It helps me in the algorithm. And everything in this video is my thoughts, opinions, and or alleged for entertainment purposes only. Bye, guys.